After I was at the Givani, which is down here, Givani excavation, and then the David city and all the tunnels, I went to what they call the I went to the Western Wall tunnels, or the Great Bridge route or route, and I'll explain to you what that is. But here's the gate that you come into, and then you walk over here and you get to the Western Wall and the plaza over here. And if you notice over here, there's like a building, but this whole section over here where my hand is the Arab section. This over here is the Jewish sector over here. So when you're in the tunnel, you're going to the tunnel over here, you're basically under the ground here. And I'll explain to you why they call it the bridge tour. You'll see the bridges, but what's interesting is they actually took us by the wall, but under the plaza, right underneath here, which is remarkable that you actually underneath the plaza and you're looking at the wall. And then they took us to a shul, a synagogue over here. It's gorgeous. And you see this huge stone over here, which is part of the wall. Here's a model of the old city. So the wall that we go to, which we call the Western Wall, is where these little lights are over here. So if you notice that there's a lot of wall underneath, and the arches are these arches over here. So you got the plaza over here, you go into this place and you're going under the ground, and you see these arches over here. This over here is the Arab sector, and there's, you know, buildings everywhere over here. So one of the things, like I said, we went underneath here and you could see the wall, you could actually touch the wall. And then over here we went to a synagogue, gorgeous synagogue, and we saw this huge wall, this stone over here. I love the characters here. I'm not too sure what the previous video did, but I wanted to film them with their long white beards. Good characters. I'm going to go into the Western Wall tunnel now. This is the Great Bridge tour. So it's going to be different going with a guide. It's the only way you can do it. So I'm going to go with a guide and a whole lot of other people. Fun, fun, fun.
How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Very good. So welcome to the tunnels of the Western Wall. My name is Sarah. I'm going to be your tour guide today. I want to apologize, just a small thing, because you know, here inside in the tunnel we have many excavations, and part of them they need to close them to be sure that every place is very safe. So we're going to see everything, but how we're going to walk, it's going to be up and down, take the stairs. Moriah. And we know that here in the top of the mountain of Moriah we have a special stone that we call it a foundation stone. So we're going to wait a little bit because the girls out there is screaming. Yeah. Very good. So here we have the foundation stone, that the Jewish people believe that from that stone God started to create all the world. And also here it's going to be the story of the dividing of Isaac. And because these two stories also here, they're going to build the two temples. So we're going to start with King David. That King David is going to build this palace over here, and he's going to call it the City of David, that you guys can go and visit them. And we know that King David got so much to build the first temple, but he didn't build the first temple. His son, King Solomon, built the first temple here in the top of the mountain. And why Solomon? Because Solomon comes from the word shalom, that it means peace. So the first time
Where we're walking right now above us are actually houses, which is kind of remarkable. So, yeah.
And when we see these arches, the
Arches of the Great Bridge.
The Great Bridge, but 300 years before King Pharaoh, a period that we call it the Maccabees, the Hasmoneans people. because we know humanity built things like that, but not good enough to say that, yeah, that was there. Ritual bath from 2,000 years ago. A mikveh in Hebrew. So, wait a second. People use a mikveh, a ritual bath, to bathe before they go to the Temple Mount. Because when you go to the Temple Mount, you need to be here and you need to bathe to the Temple Mount. And not to go up and down, and again and again. And how I know that it's very special wall? Because here you can see the lights. Here in the center and over there and over here, that they show you a very special decoration that we call it pillars. Now these pillars, you can do that in every house. Just in the important house that you want to show to your people, you see these pillars inside or outside of the home. Now you are in a very special place and you need to respect that. And I'm going to give you a house because 3 years ago, oh my gosh, 5 years ago, what's happened in the world? COVID, yeah. So in this time that people was at home, the archaeologists say, finally we have not the silence, but we have the sound. Our shoes, yeah. Because our shoes now standing in original floor from 2,000 years ago. People actually walk here this floor that we're standing right now. And now you can see one of the beautiful walls that survived 2,000 years ago. It's a, if you want to call it, in a beautiful shelf, and every pillar on the top we can see the capitals on the top. But this is a very special capital because it not was just, wait a second, someone, a big fountain of water, like you need to imagine that people 2,000 years ago, they have here a big park of water, a private park of water. It's amazing. But another interesting thing that people think that maybe it not was a fountain, maybe people here take a shower. Maybe there was a very beautiful place to take a shower, but no, it was a big fountain of water. But I want to ask you guys, water. Today, it's a very hot day, yeah? So Jerusalem. Please, תודה. England should see a good moment to find something that nobody finds this thing. And actually, we found here a big room with a pillar in the center with many arches, but we don't know to say what. Years after that, the Romans people going to build a wall that we see that.
How do you like that electrical outlet right in front of this pillar?
So this is the reason why the found that so perfectly that it was covered for more than 2,000 years.
What's amazing is there's houses on top of this arch. How do these arches maintain the weight?
From David till Babylonian, around how many centuries?
So yeah, it's hard. But you know what? It's a good thing because we start to go back to normal.
There's the wall. That's it. I had a feeling that was it. There's the wall.
Very good.
Wow.
So I want to stop here one moment because I want you guys actually see.
So the Western Wall Plaza is above us right now.
Pray,
And then the Western Wall is actually, this is it, right here. This is it.
the outside, the meter, like the height, it's 20 meters. Here we dig from the plaza to here, almost like 9 to 10 floors of a building, something like that. But it's not the most high point or very deep point. The most deep point that they dig, it's actually more of 30 meters. Yeah, it's a huge, it's a big.
So
We
the
have a
wall
lot
is
of
30
work.
meters.
Yeah, we have a lot of work.
This is the wall, by the way. Look how deep it is. Model of the temple.
Okay, so here you can see a bit. Going to wait. When everybody is ready. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So again. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So what we see here, the Western Wall. How's the Western Wall continue inside to the tunnels of the Western Wall? But the red that show you, it's the stone that you see right there, that you don't see where it starts and when it's finished. This is the most huge stone that we found here in Israel. It's number 9 of 3 and all over the world, because all along of that stone is almost like a double bust here in Israel, 12.5 meters. The original height was 3.5 meters, the deep of the stone 4.5 meters. So how much weighs stone like that? Yeah, like 200 African elephants, or like 2 airplanes of jumbo with the people and the luggage. After a good shopping in Israel and Dubai and USA, whatever country you like, 570 tons. Like 600 cars, much easy. So, wow, but how they move the stone, yeah, because see, let's see where's the stone is. It's almost like a 3 levels, like of a building, like how they move the stone, how they put it like perfectly, and how Danny Bad said, our archaeology, that he found that after the 6-day wars, with a lot of patience and be careful with the small fingers. This is the answer that he gave. We don't know yet how they do that, but he loved to say about the Western Wall, Danny Bahat, that the Western Wall should be part of the 7 wonders in the world because these stones. I agree with him. So what we're going to do now, we're going to finish our tour in the beautiful synagogue that we saw when we come here, the gates of Tshuva. So let's go and see that.
So everybody comes in, it's like, wow.
So the dots are, what the lights are, that's where the Western Wall is. So there's the arches that we saw. That takes us into that door. And that's where the Western Wall is. Look at that big stone. That stone is just extraordinary. I mean, look at the size of this stone. This is the Western Wall right in front of us. Look at the size of this stone. It doesn't end. Wow. So let's come out here a little bit so we can see it. This is part of the Western Wall. Wow. What is this place? This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this beautiful place.
There are a special synagogue that's called Gates of Tshuva, and here we can see the Western Wall. And why they built here a synagogue? Like I told you guys, because it's so close to the most holy of the holies. And very soon I'm going to give you times if people who want to pray. But it's very special, the synagogue, because everything that they did here, they want to tell a story. And here we can see the pomegranate.
This is a pomegranate. Look at this shul. Gorgeous. Amazing.
אתה פשוט לא יכול לראות איפה היא מתחילה ואיפה היא...